Hello guys, and welcome to this very first episode of how to become a cabin crew with Clarice Ike. If it's your first time here, please follow, subscribe and click on the notification button to get notified each time a new video is out. Today we will be talking just about the basics of how to become a cabin crew, and therefore today's topic will be divided into two parts, which are what you need to become a cabin crew and how you can actually become a cabin crew. But first, did you know that the primary responsibility of a cabin crew on board an aircraft is safety and security? Yes, because most often when we talk about the cabin crew, the first thing that comes into our mind is serving chicken or beef or tea or coffee on board the aircraft. But actually, cabin crew are trained to become firefighters, medical emergency professionals, or first aiders. Now, back to what you need to become a cabin crew. There are some basic requirements such as the age, the height, and many others depending on the airline. Usually, the minimum age for some airlines is 18 and 21 for others. The height is usually 5 feet 4 minimum for the ladies and 6 feet 2 maximum for the guys. Now, as a lady, you could be shorter than 5 feet 4 so far as you can touch a height of 212 centimeters when standing on your toes. Finally, you will need a minimum of a high school certificate or a diploma. Now guys, do not make the mistake that I made, which was taking a cabin crew or an aviation course. Many people feel that taking a cabin crew course will make it easier for them to land a job or will make it easier for them to pass a cabin crew interview, which is totally and completely wrong, because taking this course is like wasting your money and wasting your time. First of all, when you're being recruited or hired by these airlines, you're being trained according to their standards and procedures. You're being trained according to their equipment, according to their aircraft types, according to the image that they want you to portray outside. That is according to their brand. They have a particular image that they want you to show outside, so therefore they implement this image into you and you go out there, you give it out to the customers. So it is a complete waste of time to take any aviation or cabin crew course. Most airlines nowadays prefer people that have an experience in the customer service domain. Now, this is very easy. When we talk about having an experience in the customer service domain, it could be anything. It could be an experience as a waitress, an experience as a receptionist, an experience as a salesperson, or literally just anything that has to do with customer complaints or satisfying customer wants. Now, if you don't have these experiences yet, it's okay, do not panic. Go ahead and find a job, be it as a waitress, be it as a receptionist, just literally any of these things that has to deal with talking with customers or dealing with customers. And while you're in this, you can go ahead and apply for a cabin crew position, because anyways, getting a job or the whole procedure of getting a cabin crew job takes really long. It could take like 3 months, it could take 6 months, and even 1 year. It really depends. So go ahead and get this experience, because it is the most important thing that you need in order to become a cabin crew. Now, this customer experience as a cabin crew is very important or essential. This is because as a cabin crew, you get to deal with around 100 to 300 different people every day on board the aircraft. Now, we know that when it comes to traveling, we meet people from all over the world. We meet people from different angles of the world. And therefore, cabin crew are supposed to be experienced in dealing with these people. They are supposed to be patient. And most importantly, they are supposed to be culturally intelligent and aware. There are other requirements such as good English language skills, good swimming skills, good vision, and a good level of fitness. Now, when we're talking of a good level of fitness, we are not talking of being super fit or super athletic. It has nothing to do with how you look physically. When we're talking about a good level of fitness, we're talking about you being able to handle the cabin pressure and staying fit for the cabin services, because we know it could be very difficult to handle the air sickness. It could be very difficult to stay very happy and very fit on board the aircraft and having to serve like 100 or 300 customers, and you need to keep a smile. Now, also we could be talking of being fit mentally, which is also very important because being a cabin crew comes with so many challenges. It comes with challenges such as homesickness. We tend to miss our family every single day. It comes with many challenges such as depression, as we tend to feel left out sometimes. We literally feel like we are not very important because we are far from those we love and we're far from those who love us. So it can be very difficult to handle all these things. That's what we call by having a good level of fitness as a cabin crew. Lastly, you will need to be able to work in a multicultural environment. This is because as a cabin crew, you will be working with people or colleagues from all over the world, from all parts of the world. Most airlines always prefer to recruit people from every single part of the world because they also travel with people from all parts of the world. So they try as much as possible to be able to make sure that cabin crew can communicate, or cabin crew can take care of people from all corners of the world. So in every flight, there is always at least one person that can communicate efficiently with that particular customer profile. And you as a cabin crew, you need to be culturally intelligent in the sense that you need to be able to communicate efficiently with your colleagues without having to disrespect any of them or any of their cultures. And also you need to be able to handle every situation or any problem that comes up on board the aircraft. And remember that when the aircraft doors are closed, your colleagues and yourself become one single family in the skies, and it is your responsibility as a team to take care of all the passengers, to take care of their safety and security on board the aircraft on that day. Now, moving to how you can actually become a cabin crew, there are some key elements that you will need to develop in case you don't have already. But before that, remember the only way to apply as a cabin crew or to apply for this position is by doing it directly from the website of the airline. That's from the airline's website. Now, I usually advise that you go for as many companies as possible. This is because if you're not recruited, if you're not hired by one airline, then there is a chance that you will be hired by the other airline. Back to the aspects that you need to be able to become a cabin crew. Actually, these aspects are those things that keep you going. These aspects are the things that keep you or push you to get to the final stage or to get to the final phase of getting a cabin crew job. These aspects include passion. You need to grow with the passion or with the dream of being a cabin crew. These aspects include motivation, determination, courage, and a lot of hard work. It demands a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline to be able to get this position. Now, we were talking about passion. Passion is like being born, or maybe you're not born with this will to become a cabin crew, but while growing up, there is something that made you to really want to become a cabin crew. And having this passion can take you everywhere, can literally make you to land your cabin crew job from the very first interview that you go for. Now, there is motivation. You need to be very motivated in able to get a job as a cabin crew, because if you're not motivated, I swear, just from the first rejection email that you have, then you're going to change your mind about being a cabin crew. But with the motivation and the determination, you will say to yourself that this is just a stage, this is just a failure, but there are many other successful chances for me, and this is actually what will push you to apply maybe next time or to apply for another company. Now, talking of patience and hard work, we all know that getting a cabin crew job is very difficult, as this process tends to always take around 3 months, around 6 months, or sometimes more than 1 year for some airlines to get this process finalized. For example, when I was applying for a cabin crew, luckily, my process wasn't very long. It was just 3 months, but I swear I needed a lot of patience to be able to get to the final stage. And when we're talking of hard work, you need to do a lot of research online. For example, if you're being invited for an interview, you need to first of all take usually they invite you and they give you like 3 days ahead so you can prepare. So you need to do a lot of research, you need to work hard, you need to memorize all these things, you need to find out about the airline, you need to find out about how to dress for a cabin crew interview, you need to find out about what to say, you need to even already know the questions that will be asked to you on the interview day. So you need to really work hard, and working hard also might be working hard ahead of time. For example, if you don't have an experience in customer service, you will need to work extra hard because you will need to find, first of all, a job already. You will need to find a job in one of these customer experience domains, and you will need to work very hard very quickly to be able to earn this experience, and then you can apply for a cabin crew job. And yeah, this is what I mean by hard working. And you will need, lastly, a lot of boldness and courage. When you're being invited for a cabin crew interview, those who have been there know that immediately you enter the hall, you have around 100, 200, 300, sometimes 500 different candidates from all over the world, and you see they are very beautiful. You see, you feel intimidated by some candidates, but you need to be very bold, you need to be very courageous, and you need to answer all the interview questions with a lot of how do I say it? I'm forgetting the word. With a lot of confidence. Yeah, with a lot of confidence. So without the boldness, without the courage, you won't be able to make it at all to the final phase of the interview. I am not saying that all cabin crew are born with the dream to become cabin crew. There are actually so many cabin crew that just grow up and they're being motivated just by the salary, maybe by the destinations and by the lifestyle of being a cabin crew. And therefore, they want to go into that position and experience what it looks like. But nevertheless, whether you're going in for this position with passion or you're going in with just the motivation of the destinations and all the things that I named, you will still need to work extra hard to be able to get the position as a cabin crew. That will be all for today, guys. Hope you were able to pick up something little from today's episode, but stay tuned for the next episode as I will be taking you detailedly on how to become a cabin crew. That is from the time you submit your CV, from getting your first interview, from getting your final interview, and how you can make it through all the stages of the interview to become a cabin crew. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope to see you on the next episode. Love you.